Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving from Bogwalk to Linstead, and we are basically on the main road. We're bypassing the town of Bogwalk. We're going to bypass the actual town of Linstead too. We're just driving on the main road through. We're actually going to Ocho Rios today, so this is the route you take to get from Kingston to Ocho Rios. So we're in the Bogwalk area. So before the highway was built, this was the road that we would have to take to get to the north coast. Now the highway, when you drive on this road, you would, even from Kingston, you would go through the Bogwalk Gorge. You would go through Spanish Town, go through the Bogwalk Gorge, drive on this road we're here now, go passing Bogwalk, Linstead, Ewerton, go over Mount Rosso, go, and that takes you into, well, then you would go through Monique, then you would go through Walker's Wood, go through Fern Gully, and then that takes you into Ocho Rios. Now that drive would take you about an hour and a half if there were no delays on the road. Now when the highway was built, you get on the highway in Kingston, and in 45 minutes you're in Miami Bay, and Miami Bay is about 5 minutes from Ocho Rios. So it made a world of a difference. However, you have to pay to use the highway. Now, just to give you an example, we're in a class 2 vehicle, and to drive from Kingston, more specific from the Caymanas Toll Plaza, that's where you enter in St Catherine, to Miami Bay, it's 3,600 Jamaica. That works out to about 25 US. So it's not cheap to use a highway, but it does save time. Okay, now this area is known as King's Landing. On the left is a gas station called King's Landing, and on the right is the King's Landing Country Club. And for those of you that used to watch Game of Thrones, you will recognize the name King's Landing. I'm not sure if the actual area is called King's Landing or the people just decided to name the gas station King's Landing. If anybody knows, you can leave a message in the comment section below. Right, so this was the main road you would have to travel on to get to the north coast. Now there's actually a road, but it's a very hilly road, and the road is terrible and it takes forever. But you can drive from I don't know if you access it from Sligoville, but you can go into the Stony Hill area from one of these roads. It's called Above Rocks, and I drove on it once, and I would say stick to the main road. But if you want to take an adventure, you can go on that road, and it takes you from Bogwalk to Above Rocks in Stony Hill. Now we're coming up to the Linstead area. We're going to stay on the main road though, but if at this stoplight, if we were to turn left, we would go into Linstead. There's also another entrance which is probably more used to get into the town of Linstead. Okay, Linstead also has an entrance or a toll plaza basically to get on and off the Edward Siaga Highway. So we're going to come up to that now. And the name of that toll plaza is actually the Linstead Toll Plaza. Okay, so at this stoplight, if you turn right, you would enter the toll plaza. Okay, coming up on the left now is another entrance that you would take to enter the actual town of Linstead. Okay, right here you would turn left and that would take you into the town of Linstead. These are very small towns. Instead, it might be the biggest of the towns you're going to pass through. But like Bogwalk, Linstead, Ewerton, these are small towns. So they can't really manage the amount of traffic that would be heading from Kingston to Ultra-Rios daily. It would just lead to congestion in the towns. So this road was basically like a bypass. You can access the towns, but the persons don't have to actually go through them because it would be a traffic nightmare and cause unnecessary delays. And just for example, Linstead, it's a very congested town. You have people literally selling their goods in the street. The vendors take over the sidewalk, and then in no time they're actually in the road. Have a stall right so close to the side of the road that you can barely pass, and then you have the taxi person stopping in the road, and it's a traffic nightmare. So if you don't have to go into those towns, it's best to have like a bypass like this so you don't get tied down in the traffic. Ewerton now is the town is actually, Ewerton is more like a district. Let's say the town is actually on the main road. Bogwalk, you can bypass it. You don't have to go into the actual town. But Ewerton also has a very large residential area. So basically this is the Linstead area, and we're going to be heading the next stop, or the next town we're going to pass through is Ewerton. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.